Hi, this is Lenny Libman with Affordable Insurance, and today on the video blog we're going to talk a little bit about auto coverage. And what I want to do is just start real briefly with bodily injury and liability insurance. When you look at your policy, you look at the coverages, and sometimes you might just look and say, well, what do they mean, or what do the figures mean? And some of you might understand it. It's fine if you don't. I want to just give you a brief overview. Let's start with, again, the bodily injury liability. That coverage will cover any injury that is sustained due to you being at fault. Meaning if you got an auto accident and you were at fault and the other person was injured, the coverages that you have on your policy are going to pay for that person's injury up to the limits that are on the policy itself. The property damage coverage, basically just like it sounds, if you were to damage or destroy another person's property, whether it be their vehicle or whether you back into a tree, a fence, any property you might destroy, that coverage is going to take care of it, again, up to the limits on your policy for property damage. Medical payments, this is an optional coverage on your policy. It acts somewhat like a supplemental to your medical insurance, and it will pay for any injury you might sustain that involves you with the automobile. Again, that's an optional coverage. The uninsured motorist coverage, this also is an optional coverage, and it will cover your injuries and anyone under your policy's injuries if they're hit by an uninsured driver, you were involved in a hit and run, or the other driver that hit you has minimum coverage and your injuries are higher than that, then it'll pay for those things. There are a few other things that it pays for. Again, that'll come under a review that you would have, for example, with me, an insurance review, go over all those coverages in detail. The next thing that I'd like to talk about is the physical damage on your vehicle, those coverages being the comprehensive and or collision coverage that you might have on there. Basically collision coverage, just like it sounds, vehicle is damaged due to impact with another vehicle or an object, then the insurance company will fix the vehicle subject to your deductible. The comprehensive is anything other than collision, and that will include things like theft coverage, flooding to the vehicle, again, anything other than collision. Thing to keep in mind with comp and collision coverage is that those coverages most of the time are actual cash value as opposed to replacement cost. Now there are some insurance carriers that will do full dollar value on the vehicles, but mostly it's actual cash value. There's a couple of other optional coverages, towing and labor. This is an important coverage. It's very minimal to have, but important coverage again because it'll cover things other than just towing. If you get a flat tire, you need your battery jumped, need gas brought out to you, things like that, it'll cover those things. And then rental reimbursement and or travel expense. The rental reimbursement, if your car is damaged due to an accident, you can rent a vehicle up to the limits on your policy so you can get to and from work or for your personal use as well until the vehicle is repaired and you get that back, the vehicle back. The travel expense also will include if you want public transportation. There are a couple other coverages that are optional on most policies, gap coverage, for example, and expensive stereo equipment or electronic equipment that is not normally covered under the regular policy. You can upgrade to cover those expensive items that you have permanently installed in the vehicle. Again, this is just kind of an overview of some of the auto coverages that you have in your policy just for informational purposes. I hope that it's been helpful to you. And again, if you have any questions whatsoever, my name is Lenny Libman. I am the agent owner of Affordable Insurance. Phone number here is 702-836-9020. And our website is www.affordableinsurancenv.com. lenny@affordableinsurance.com. And lastly, my email is Lenny, Lenny, @affordableinsurance, all spelled out, NV at the end.com. Thank you very much, and we will look forward to speaking with you soon.